nightmare.
Yeah.
Are you known? Like, are people
They know me.
So you're coming from a mile away.
Jesus Christ, turn the other way. No, that's why I wear rose quartz now.
I'll just flash my.
But
definitely not right wing.
but yeah, I mean, you know, what really gets me is, say for example, now I thought of retraining as an architect, so I thought, well, I'll research it and see if I'm okay getting a job in it. So I looked it up. Sure enough, there's loads on the internet if you have a look. According to Reba, more than 40% of people studying architecture are female, but less than 6% of working architects are female. So somewhere in between studying and going for the job, they all leave.
Yeah.
And according to RIBA, the Royal Institute of whatever, Architecture, blah blah.
That's insane, sorry.
Yeah. This is a fact. Now the same is with.
What's the reason? What excuses?
Oh, childbirth.
Oh, yeah.
That's their excuse. You see, so all women go and do 7 years of architecture, and then they all leave to have babies.
So if you want to have a baby, you should go and study architecture.
12% of registered architects. I only know these stats because I was looking, because I had a whole issue with the Arts Council as well. That's a whole other story.
Is there anybody you have?
No, it's important, isn't it?
It is important.
Yeah, it's about getting women into, well, not just through the glass ceiling, but doing all sorts of things for themselves, and being responsible for themselves, and actually whether it's getting the fundraising or pressurising galleries to take work.
I think it's a big issue in the creative, across the creative board. It's a
but
really
you're
big issue.
widening it out to all kind of careers,
but
women have
yeah.
had that that problem for a very long time, and with hope I think I'm including you as well, but your generation, because I'm a generation older, probably 2 generations older, looking around, had somewhere I reckon, had a lot, a tougher time, and then you can add the class and all the other things in as well that make things more difficult. So
I think
what we're
it's
talking
way
about
easier
now, and where
for
we're going
me.
now, what's what does art do? What are women doing art, and what does art do for women?
Still not reached.
Do you know what I think though? I think it's better. I think it's slightly better.
Oh, this is Elton John.
Von der Star Series.
Star Series, ja, genau. This is
Hitler.
The Hitler is the Führer from the Germany. The old days. This
Aus
neighborhood. We live here. This is
the French band called Cesarians.
Cesarians, yeah. Cesarians, good band. This is a Tracy Emin, very famous. Blowjob, yeah, good job. Cock. And this is us. Us. This is the right one is me, and the other one is him. Oh,
This is us, I can.
this is is the Animal in Love series, very good cock. And this is a band from Portugal.
So what do you think?
The Bunny Ranch
The Bunny Ranch.
is Antonio Variações from Portugal.
Ah, von Portugal, ja. Ja, das wär's dann.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Okay,
Hope you
hey,
like
check
it.
us out, yeah.
Check us out.
Okay, check us out, bye bye.
Moved, gone to London because there are no opportunities, and specifically where we lived, there's no opportunities whatsoever. And actually they're seen as complete oddballs because they work in, 2 of them work in theatre.
I thought you were going to say 2 that work in architecture.
No, but one of his friends does.
Right.
No, it's a male, sorry. Male, but Kashmiri. So covers something. But my girls in particular, sort of one's in art and one's in theatre. So and they've had to go south to work.
Oh,
There's definitely. I think there's opportunities in the north completely. Like it's not the same as London, but I do think. Are you meaning about the gender issues or just opportunities?
Well, there's generally opportunities. I think generally less opportunities in creative industries and things like that. And I think that still knocks on for women in particular. They're not really interested.
So I've never noticed any problems.
I don't know. They're not really interested in
whatsoever.
being striptease artists or anything like that. So
I don't
so
know
I'm
if
sure there'll be
it's-
plenty of work in that area.
I don't know if it's just me but I haven't, or in the area I want to go into working, but I haven't noticed any gender problems whatsoever.
What area do you want to go into?
Well, arts for health, just art therapy.
You see now,
which is mainly women dominated. Like, there's hardly any men who do it.
Why
Why is that? Yeah, I was just thinking
because
that
it's a female
earlier.
profession. It's
Well,
health.
women do a lot of work with their health.
It's like
And also community hours is mainly
community
women.
hours.
I don't know
I was
what
just
women-
thinking that when you said you did community
I've
and you
done
did
my
community, and I
child
was like,
rearing. I've done
everyone I
my
know is a
health
woman.
visiting. I've done my health.
In my course, there's like 3 guys.
I
know
know
what
so
I don't
amazing.
know any men who do it apart from one guy who does sound.
I know a few people.
Like musicians. But other than that, no art at all. It's all women based.
Virtually every mail out I get from the Photographers Gallery in London, in the main gallery, it's usually solo male art, usually. I mean, I would love to see the whole history of the Photographers Gallery because,
Yeah.
then I could work out my stats, But every community project is mostly a female practitioner.
Yeah.
So, the genius, the big guys, in the gallery. It's usually
But you could also formulate that in that way that, or at least I feel like women see what the important thing is, and the important thing in the end is not to be a solo artist, but is.
It's
So I'm really glad about that.
That's a nice way of seeing it.
I'm really glad that I don't have to have this.
I always think
want to
about
be in the main
it's,
gallery.
It's not what the world's about. Like, if the world was about doing everything solo, there wouldn't be like 18,000 billion other people on this planet with us. It's about interaction with other people and communication. Otherwise, we'd all live in little caves by ourselves.
So
Like,
you're seeing it as an
we all live in terraced houses.
I'm really glad you said that's about communication.
It is.
That's what art is about. It's about
Having all the power.
what's inside one person. But it's communicating to
So in order,
a
it's
vast
still good
audience.
that there's no women out
And
there, but maybe women are
I
just
don't know.
too
I've had a lot of
intelligent to
people,
want to get out
particularly in
there.
Manchester,
I
tell
think
me
women are not
communication's a
interested
bad
in
thing.
that.
We all generally.
Apparently, people
But
are stuck
maybe-
in
maybe-
boxes and not allowed to
Sometimes I don't know if they're not
communicate.
interested or if
It's all about communication. It's what it
say,
is.
I'm great and I'm gonna make so much money for being a total self-centered twat. And I'm gonna feel good about that because I'm gonna have a great status in my life and
No, you're going to be a boring little shit who doesn't have any social skills whatsoever. And you'll be lonely for the rest of your life.
Then you're
Rock
told
on.
if you don't kiss arse basically, you're told you don't fit with all the kind of powers that be that are gonna that have the wherewithal to actually give you some kind of platform for your art or something like that.
But I think it's important to know that.
Or they hose it off the walls if you paint it on, somewhere like what's his name?
Maxi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the things I do. I go around Manchester photographing graffiti.
Oh yeah.
Banksy
I
and
preserve,
stuff.
but I don't think I've got any of his because I don't think he came that far. But yeah, I've got loads of graffiti.
Banksy's got loads in
so-
Manchester.
There's a Banksy in Liverpool.
There's loads in Manchester.
Yeah.
Up near
Yeah, the
Ancares.
Chinese
Banksy's all there.
Oh, I've not covered all that way yet.
Up on that area.
I've done quite a lot of Oldham Street.
Yeah, he's got some stuff up there. He's got
Well,
like.
I might have done. I don't know if it's his, but I've got quite a lot of photos. I've photographed it because it's like at the moment it's all getting kind of washed over or painted up and stuff like that.
But I think it's important to know the reality of things.
Girls into it.
I think it's important to know the reality of things, the reality of the
damn
working
it.
of things. Whether,
I don't know if that's a social thing though at all, or whether just women start.
I mean, I think
No,
I
I
work
want
out
to do it. I want to make little
stats
things
of,
say,
who the arts
like
council
positive,
send
life
me
affirming
to,
little messages.
how
Yeah.
many people
And
they
sometimes
show in the debate.
Some
I think I
just
do that
at the
because
bus
it's
stop. You know, we send at the bus stop.
Yeah.
We have a proper 9 to 5 job.
things.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think that is.
It's not because I'm
That's
there.
the reality of things.
thought about it.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I got the local.
Someone's
Yeah,
thinking,
no.
you're right now.
Arts
Something like that.
council
Just,
are huge
cheer
factor.
people up a little bit.
And
I've never got around to
what
do
I'm
that.
finding now is
I'd like
the
to,
arts
if I was
council is giving
graffiti, I'd
money to
think I'd like to
schools, but the government
subvert
should be giving money to
because it
schools
is
for
very
arts.
masculine thing with
And
tagging.
it's not giving
So I'd
money
have a
to
tag
artists.
that was just like a flower.
It's giving.
Or
I mean, I
about, you know, a Barbie
Community
doll,
art.
like a print book, you know, Ariel from The Little Mermaid.